So hello guys, welcome back to channel Get to Byte once again. I hope you all are doing well and are working fine. So continuing with the firmware development series, we have started with the PCF8574 I2C module, which is used for interfacing the LCD modules via I2C port to our host microcontrollers. So in the last video, we have just get to know about its intro. We have understand that how does this module is used for controlling 8 GB IO pins just from two I2C signals, and how we can connect our LCD module, and how does the serial to parallel shift transfer data takes place from this module. In this video, we are going to start with one step ahead. We are going to start with the application code for our LCD screen via interfacing it via I2C modules of this PCF8574 to our host microcontroller, which is our STM32 microcontrollers. And in the end, we will see the something like this. As you can see in the LCD screen, we are going to see how to write the text characters, text like get to byte YouTube on the LCD screen, and how to generate the character patterns like you can see G and the triangle, which I have written on the LCD screen as showing you in the window. I will not go very much in detail about the LCD screen data sheet explanation specifically, because I have covered all that thing in my previous videos of my channel, in which I have totally explained the LCD screen data sheet from scratch in the 3 videos, and also I have written the embedded C code without using I2C modules. In this video, we are just going to concentrate on the I2C algorithm, I2C logic that is required for printing the characters and text on the LCD screen, and what is the algorithm for it. So now, without wasting time, let's get started. So guys, I have already prepared the whole source code for interfacing these LCD screens, as you can see in the window, okay, via I2C module. So you just have to simply open your in the cube ID. You just have to create a new project with the name of STM32 and select, and I am writing this code without the HL, totally from the scratch, from the bare metal. So we'll be using the I2C device driver, which I have developed in my previous videos, which you can get to know from the previous videos of my channel, in which I have properly described the STM32 I2C device driver on how to write it from the data sheet, and also the whole embedded C code. Okay, so now starting with the PCF8574. So as this is our I2C module, so it will be having its I2C slave address, and its I2C slave address by default is 7E, and for write operation and for read we need a 7F address. Now how things goes with this module is it's very simple and not very much complicated. So as you can see this block diagram, okay, this is what we have to follow. First, for starting out the communication, we need to send the start condition, then the slave address, followed by the read or write bit, and then we will wait for the acknowledgement. If acknowledgement is received from the slave successfully, then we start sending the data, and that data, as in our LCD screen case, it can be of anything. It can be like clear display data, return home, or depending upon the whatever things we need to do. Okay, so now for this thing there are two parts for interfacing our LCD screens via I2C to our STM32 microcontrollers. First is the understanding of the LCD screen data sheet, that what functions we have to send, how do we perform the read and write operation, it's 4-bit mode, 8-bit mode, and all such kind of things. That all things I have explained in a much better way and in a detailed way. About 8 months ago, I have uploaded the videos on this, on the LCD screen character LCD screens with datasheet explanation. You can refer these videos to get to know about the inner details and what are operations and registers we have to perform for interfacing these LCD screens. In our code in this video, I am not going to in detail of these LCD screen, these commands and this whole functioning of this LCD screen data sheet. I will be directly focusing on this I2C module and how to send commands for interacting with the LCD screen module. Okay, so now start. Okay, so guys, now starting with the code, there is a one thing which we need to understand. Okay, so now like we all know that LCD screens operate on the via the DB7 to DB0 pins. Okay, and they need the 8-bit data, 8-bit one byte character 1 byte data in the 0 1 format, whether we operate in 4-bit mode or 8-bit mode. In the case of 8-bit mode, our data are the 8 bits are sent to each of these individual pins, and in the 4-bit mode we use only the DB7 to DB4 pins, and the data is sent to these pins only in the form of nibbles, first sending the higher nibble and then sending the low nibble. You can get to know more about this thing in the videos which I have proposed for seeing the LCD screen data sheet explanation. Okay, so now as we all know that our LCD screens are connected to our I2C module. Okay, and we are only going to and our the A7 to A4 data of our I2C byte is connected to my DB7 to DB, will be transferred serial from serial to parallel to my DB4 to DB7 pins of my LCD screen. So we are going to perform in 4-bit mode only. So now the thing is that first we need to send the high nibble and then we need to send the low nibble. So that is what we are going to do in the LCD command and the data registers. First, with the command which we need to send, we get the data from the main.c code, from the application code in the 8-bit format. Then we first AND it to the F0 so that we get the high nibble data from D4 to D7. Then we left shift the 4 bits and then we again perform the F0 and with the F0 so that we get the data D0 to D3. And these bits, the lower so like the first time A4, A5, A6, A7 will be these 4 bits, and then next time my A4, A5, A6, A7 will be D0 to D3. Okay, and my remaining 4 bits of my I2C module, of my I2C bytes, A3 will be always ignored, and A0, A1, A2, these will be constant for a particular session. Enable RWRS, that is depends upon our settings. If we are writing on the command register, so in that case our RS bit will be 0. Okay, and if we are writing on the data register, so in that case the RS first bit will be 1, and the RW is my read or write operation bit. As we are by default only performing the write operation, so we are the RW bit, that is our A1 bit, will always be 1. Okay, and enable bit gets changed depending it is toggled from 1 to 0, and we will see the behavior of enable bit in the write 4 bit command. Okay, function. So now in write 4 bit we have done the simple thing. In the write 4 bit we get the whole high nib data. Okay, so high nib data is get to the 4-bit mode, and in the GB enable, in the first thing that we do in this function is we first thing the set the RS and RW bits that we have set in the command and data register. So our GB nibble whole my A0 to A7 byte gets updated with the RS and RW bits. So in the RS, if we are sending from the command register, so my RS will be 0, and if I am sending the if I am calling the 4-bit mode from my data register, so in that case my RS bit will be 1. Okay, and RW will always be 0 only, because in both of this command and my data register I have set my RW as 0. Okay, so my GB nibble, that is my A0 and A1 bits of my this for whole A0 to A7 of my I2C data gets updated. Now in the LCD input output expander, I send the data from GB nibble. This is my I2C session. This is my I2C session which is taking place in this function. And in this function what I have done, I have and first I am sending the enable bit, like 0x04 is my function, is my value for my enable bit, as my enable bit or is at A2. Okay, so 0x04 is my hexadecimal value for A2, for specifying the A2 bit. So first ending with the 0x04 bit, so it will set the enable bit to 1 and sends my data. Then I am ORing the ending that data. Sorry, first I am ORing the data and then I am ending the data with FB. FB is where in which my A2 is 0. So in that case my enable bit will be set to low and my data is successfully transferred. Okay, and in the input output expander I have done a simple thing. Start the start condition, as we all know, this is now comes the here my concept of my this LC I2C session. So first we need to send the start condition, then the slave address, then read or write bit, and the data that has to send. So that's what we are doing in the input output expander bit function, sending the start condition, then sending the address of the slave address which on which we need to perform the operations. And as my I2C operation on the PCF 8574, its write address is this one, last bit is 0 because you are performing the write operation, and in case we need to perform the read operation, then our last bit will be 1. Okay, and as most of the time we are going to perform only the write operation, so the address which is sent of the write only, write macro. Okay, and then the I2C send master address, send the byte which we get from the write 4 bit, the GB nibble, and the whole updating whole my EN RW RS bit. So first I will be sending the high nib data, and then we will be sending the from the command register, we will call the command function, we will call the low nibble data. Okay, so and then in the end we stop the I2C generation. This is the I2C stop for stopping the I2C session. So this is the main thing, this is the LCD I2 expander in the write 4 bit that you need to taken care of, that's how we do the I2C session. Okay, and whole of these things with the same things are exactly same, and not even a single thing is changed as compared to if you have seen or if you will see these videos in which I have properly explained the I2C, not I2C, the LCD data sheet. Okay, so now printing integers, printing the numbers, printing the strings on the LCD screen. So just calling the data register, and the data registers and whole of these my other inline functions are taking care of whole of this communication. Okay, and in my main.c the things are very simple. I have just called this is my initialization things. Okay, the main thing starts from here. Okay, from the LCD LCD initialize function is the one which I have initialized declared in my this .c file. In this I am just performing the initialization process for LCD screen that you can get to know from the data sheet or explanation of these in the instruction set function register in the data function registers. Okay, performing these things. So initializing, then clearing the data and writing the string. So now let's just dump this code into our microcontroller. I have connected my microcontroller also. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so let me just change some first. Okay, now it is just going to perform the operation. So it will just print these characters again only because I have not changed the code. So it will just write these things only. So as you can see here, now get to byte G and YouTube in the triangle loop. This is the character generation pattern which is happening over here. Okay, so so this is the thing which I need to tell you for interfacing the I2C screens with our LCD I2C modules for our LCD screens to our host controller. And like here I am generating the different patterns. Okay, the G pattern and the triangle pattern. Same way like if I write here the GB log. Okay, so let me just write here. Okay, GB underscore log. Okay, now if we just end here, let's say I just perform the GB underscore then. Okay, to make you see the different patterns generation. You can have a look on this repo from my data from my GitHub repo. The link will be given you in the below link. Okay, so you can have a proper explanation and things from there, what all things are happening. Okay, so let me just reset my microcontroller. Okay, get to byte. Now bell will be generated and get YouTube, and this is my log. Okay, so this is the thing which we have performed, and this is performing on the I2C screen. Okay, now that's how you can read or you can print any number of patterns, different patterns also, depending upon your animation and your creativity. Okay, so I hope you guys, my main agenda of this video is to make you understand that how does these I2C screen modules work, how to interface with our I2C modules like PCF8574 and interact with the microcontroller. And not only the PCF8574 can be used for LCD screen, but also for driving the output pins, like as I have told you, it is used for driving 8 GPIO pins just from the two LCD screens, from two input output pins. So that's the main concept that I have to tell you, in which I have told you from these functions, the main initial starting functions which I have told you. Okay, so I hope guys you get to know about something, you like the video, and if you get to know about something, so just do subscribe to the channel Get to Byte, and do mention on your any queries, any views below in the comment section. Thank you guys.